two big concerns I got for the Japan outlook. One is too much supply, and there is still too much supply, and I think maybe we come back to that in a minute. But the other is too much capital. And maybe there's not the foreign capital, but with the easy monetary easing, there's a lot of capital, a lot of JREIT capital. And it's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to play out over the coming months, whether there's too much capital that does push the pricing. I think at the moment, the market is in a very difficult situation. Too much supply, it's out of favour, as you say. But those are the best times generally to be investing in the market. I mean, if we think back to 2003, the 2003 problem, when you had this historic high level of vacancy, that was a disaster at the time. But within 2 years, rents have started rising, and they're rising very strongly, and returns to funds were very strong 2 years after. So I think we need to be straight about the situation in the market, which is dire at the moment, but that could be a very good time to be investing. And so I think it's good that foreign investors aren't wanting Japan right now, but I worry about what's happening with domestic capital.
You know, there is a lot of domestic capital about, and I think, you know, maybe also at the back of investors' mind is that the Bank of Japan, through its new quantitative easing process program, is actually going to be buying REIT securities. So that, you know, when the central bank is behind the REIT sector, you know, that just sort of doubles the amount of potential domestic liquidity going into the market. Now, as far as we can see, that hasn't actually happened yet. And you know, if you're clever enough and quick enough, you know, there are some investment strategies out there which would allow you to move into the market now and then use the REITs, which have been kind of not exactly bankrolled, but supported by the BOJ as a kind of exit strategy further on. But you know, you need to move now to do that. Is our view on that.
Good. Peter, you wanted to come in on the...
I think I mean, and there's a wave of IPOs right now, and I think it'd be interesting seeing RCA's transactions over time, because I think normally about 30% of transactions are REITs, but I think now it's up to close to 40%. So I think the REITs are becoming more active. I think there's now 35 going up to 40. So I think there's a lot of momentum behind that strategy, selling onto the REITs.